That day was perfect. Everyone was dialed in. It was going to be so hard to recreate that a week later. I'm standing there, I'm just hoping that the rain passes by, because to me, I didn't think we could recreate it the next week. And it was what it was. And we come back the next week, we didn't hit the rest of game 2. And we lost a slow pitch softball game 5-4. And then came game 3, we jumped out. It was 6-1 after the first inning. It looked good for a little bit. But then we had some uncharacteristic errors. And then later in the game, their right center fielder ran 2.4 miles to steal Rob Motti's home run that probably would have hit the wall of the bathroom. And then in the 6th, Tuna, I'll never forget his nickname. Tuna hits a ball further than his previous 12 at-bats against us combined. And he puts them up 10-8. 45 minutes.
Old Jerry's got to be a hitter here. The older Rugletic stands in with 2 strikes on him. Here's a swing, and he hits a fly ball to left field. Vaught comes on and makes the catch, and that's it. Sligo's Cinderella season comes to an end with a 10-8 loss in Game 3. De La Palas wins the Millennium League Championship, and Sligo Red is left to deal with the heartbreak and Vikings games back at the bar.
Losing that championship stung for a long while. But having had time to look back at it and look back on what else we accomplished last year, it made me realize that, we were a team that had no history. We were a team that was a perennial loser in a lot of ways. And we were a team that was dismissed by many. And by the end of the year, we were now being recognized everywhere we went as a good softball team, as a competitive softball team, as a team that you have to look out for. We couldn't sneak up on anybody anymore. We were not going to be able to sneak up on anybody again. And when you look at what we did this year, we finished 2nd in the Summer League. We finished 1st in the Fall League. We finished 4th in the district, which is pretty impressive considering it's such a strong district for softball. We went to the Daily Times tournament, which incorporates NSA teams and plays NSA rules, which has balls that fly farther and allows illegal bats. And we went further than any other ASA team and finished 7th in that tournament, which is unheard of for anybody playing against that kind of competition. Then we went to states and finished 17th, one spot away from making it to the Nationals, the Eastern Nationals. I would say, we made some history. We started some history. And not only do we start some history, Sligo is now a brand. Sligo, people recognize Sligo and they think of softball. Someone wrote a column in the Daily Times, Harry Chaikin, on Christmas Day. And he does it every year. It's one of those traditions that the newspaper has. And what he does is he writes it in the model of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and he makes everything rhyme. And lo and behold, somewhere in there was a rhyme about Sligo softball possibly winning a championship in 2011. I think we've come pretty far, and I'm really excited now to go forward. And like I said, I won't forget the sting of losing that championship. But if nothing else, it motivates me, and I think it's going to motivate everybody else as we move into 2011.
2 out here in the 7th at Lenai Park. Sligo leads A&R Heating and Air Conditioning 26-9, just awaiting the final out to put the finishing touches on an unexpected run through the Millennium Fall League. Chip Proctor, who lost the seniority battle to Bob Ford in the spring, has been like Cy Young with facial hair for Sligo here in the fall, and he stands on the mound. Ed Lidstone at the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing, and a lazy fly ball to left field. Jeff Banducci under it, and he's got it! The team rushes Proctor at the mound. Anthony Sanfilippo and Al Heinley are the first there, and the celebration begins. I never thought I'd say the words, but folks, Sligo Irish Pub is your 2010 Millennium Fall League champions. Adam!
Bob Vierling, Sligo. No, but guys, thank you very much. For me, it was just a really cool experience to finally win. After I've been running this team for 8 years, 9 years, and Anthony ran a team before that. And we played in, and we played. Some of us have played since 1996 together. Bruno, Jerry. Where's the band?
Shot.
It's cool. It's really cool for me. I'm sure it's cool for a lot of you as well. To us.
Brought it home.
Such a little one.
3 extra, guys.
I think Tommy deserves one. Want a prediction for 2011? Okay, put me on the spot. I think that there's better things to come in 2011, and I know that that's hard to imagine. We won a championship in 2010. Might not have been the one that we were kind of looking for at the beginning of the year when we had 2 teams, and we played in the more competitive spring leagues. Red fell a game short, as you know, and Black was 8-10. But I think that there's going to be some changes. We're going to have a more competitive league this year, and things are going to have to be shuffled around a little bit. Not a lot, just some tweaks here and there. But I think that with the changes that are going to have to come into play here, I think that Sligo is evolving. I think that it's an ever-growing brand. People who used to look at us as a doormat now look at us as a team that they want to play for and a team that they don't want to play against. And it doesn't mean that we're a team that you should be afraid of by any stretch. We're not threatening by any stretch of the imagination, not personality-wise anyway. But as a team, we get along so well and we play so well together that I think that there's a lot to be said for that. Part of success is building an identity, and we now have that identity. And what can we do with it? We could do great things in softball. Again, it's softball, but we could do great things. You want a prediction? We will. We will do something great this year. Matter of fact, we will do something more than one something. We'll do multiple something greats this year. I felt one championship last year. We got it. I feel more than one this year. Don't know where they'll be, but we're going to have some more trophies to put up in the bar. More plaques, more pictures, more balls to sign. Because Sligo softball's here. We've arrived.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.